Hi, I'm Jazz and I've been crocheting for almost a year now, and I'm going to show you everything I made in October and November so far. And the first thing I made this month was this top. And it's a puff top, and I used the tutorial from Checkered DIY to make this. And it has a corset detail at the back. And it's just such a lovely colour, and I think it's probably my favourite thing that I've ever made. And I can't wait to wear it when it's a bit warmer. And I'll show you what it looks like on. And the wool I used to make that top was from the Women's Institute, is this yarn. And it's honestly just so soft. It's really lovely, and I got it from Hobbycraft, but there's not one near me now. I'm back at uni, so I can't buy any more, and I wish I could because I'd love to make something big with this, but I've only got 100 grams of it and it's quite fine yarn, so I might make like a granny square top with like the flowers and stuff. The next thing I made was this wall hanging thing. So it's quite simple, you just basically make a rectangle and then sew it up. I will put the video I used in the description, but I actually did this slightly differently because she did 2 different stitches, and every time I did that, my rectangle just went super wonky, and I literally started it like 4 times and I just could not get it right. So it is nice, but it is very bendy, so it can't really carry anything heavy. I just have this next to my bed to put in like a little book and a few loose things like my boyfriend's AirPods. And for this I used, I think it was King Cole yarn, and it was a cotton and bamboo blend, and I actually got it from a charity shop. But it's such a lovely colour, and I do have some of the wool left. It doesn't use much yarn, this pattern, and so I think I might make a scrunchie with what's left. Next, I made this hat, and this is another one of my favourites that I've ever made. I just love the pastel colours. This I made using double knit yarn I got from Asda, so it was acrylic. I do prefer to use cotton just because it's better for the environment, or recycled ones. And I'll link the video I followed in the description, but this one, because it was double knit and she didn't use double knit, I had to add an extra row for the squares, so I made it a bit differently and it took a bit longer. And I did make a checkered top before, and it took so long. It was with double knit yarn again, and after I made that I was like, I swear I'm never doing the checkered pattern again. But then I saw this hat and just knew I had to make one. Here it is, and I cannot wait to wear this out at like a festival or something, and maybe wear it with that top. It's just so cool. I have made a couple bucket hats before. I made a black one, and I made another black one with devil horns that I gave to my friend for her birthday, and I also made a granny square one that was yellow and green, and I'll show you that another time. And I really love that one. It's so summery, and I just love making bucket hats. Next up, I made some fingerless gloves, these, and I will link once again the video I followed to make these. I made these because my hands get really cold and I'll be sat there working and I'll have to stop reading or typing because I need to sit on my hands to warm them up. So I thought if I just wear these while I work, that will make it better. But if you see, this one here is baggier than this one, and that's because I worked the, I think it was single crochets through the wrong bit. I was meant to go, I can't remember the words, but I was meant to go through like the little columns. Instead I just went through the normal V's. So this bit's too baggy and loose, and then this bit's tighter. So I did do it a bit wrong, but I still just wear them anyway. They're just for me to wear inside, and I think I might do like a little mushroom and stitch it on there, something like that. Before I made them, I actually tried doing the Tunisian crochet stitch. Where if you see there, it looks more like knitting, and I did used to knit when I was younger, but I just kind of stopped. I didn't enjoy it as much, but I am looking at getting back into knitting again. But whenever I do a purl, it just comes out like the normal knit stitch, so I just don't really know what to do about that. But yeah, I would definitely love to make something with the Tunisian crochet stitch. But as you can see, it went a bit funny at the ends. And I don't really know why that was. So maybe if I had someone with me who could teach me how to do it, I'd learn it a bit better. And this yarn, I actually don't remember where I got it from, because this was like the first yarn I bought after I started learning to crochet. But it's a lovely colour. As you can see, I really love greens. I go for a lot of greens and blues normally. And next up, I made another bucket hat, and I just love this one. I knew I'd wanted to make this for a while, and I actually did try months ago, but I made it way too big, and as you can see, this one's probably a little bit too big for me anyway, but I quite like it. It's kind of like the style, it's oversized. I love the ears, and I actually sent a picture of this to my family. My sister wanted one, and my other sister wanted one for her baby, so that's what I'll be making them for Christmas. I just love this, it's so cute. And what I made next is what I made most recently. Once again, I will link the video in the description. And that is this bag. It's like when you cross over your body. And as you can see, it's got a little star stitch. And this was my first time doing the star stitch. It's honestly just, I love this pattern so, so much. And it fits me perfectly, like I made it the right size to fit me. And one of my friends really liked this, so I might make her one as well. And I've started a second one of those bags, but in this, once again, green. Here we go. I made this one ever so slightly bigger because I'm aware my phone's a bit smaller than other people's. So if I'm going to give this to someone, I want their phone to definitely be able to fit in it. There's this lovely green colour. And this yarn and the other yarn were both recycled cotton paint box yarn, I think the brand was. And that yarn is lovely, I really like it, but it does split. And the same as the bamboo yarn that I made the wall hanging with, it splits a lot. So just bear that in mind if you are going to get it. And this is a project I've been working on for a while. It is a blanket. I made it very long because I wanted it to be able to cover all of me. I think I'm on my fourth ball of yarn making this. I think I've got 3 more to use after, so I just have to hope that will be big enough. I can't actually remember the name of this yarn. It's double knit, it's spirit yarn, I think. I'll link it in the description, and I am just so in love with this. My whole family love this. It's so colourful. I kind of think of it as like my coral reef blanket because it's just got all these lovely ocean colours. I was really torn between getting this yarn and from the same brand, one where it was like dark blue to light blue to white, but I went for this one because I wanted something colourful. And I'm hoping to have this done by like the new year. No rush, it's just my like passion project. And then I don't know whether I'll keep it or give it to my mum, it depends. I might like get my mum to design her own one and then I'll make it for her. So what will I be making next? As I said, I would like to make a granny square top with this yarn here. Oh, it's so soft. I would also like to make another bucket hat, probably the checkered one with this yarn here, but I'll double it up so it's thicker so it doesn't take as long. I also have some of this, I think it's Chanel yarn that my sister got me for my birthday, and it is just so gorgeous. Look at those colours, it just makes me think of sherbet and it's so soft. But my only problem is this yarn, it pulls apart really easily and just comes apart, so I don't really know what to do about that. And I did start making a bee, which is what I want to make, but as you can see, the lines weren't going to be straight. So I need to take that apart and start it again, but I'm so worried if I pull it apart, like it will just fall apart. But I do want to make that soon. I want to finish that green crossbody bag. And like I said, I'd like to make a scrunchie using this material. And I'd like to make another bag, but I will need to order some more cotton yarn to make that because cotton yarn's just more sturdy than acrylic. And the rest, I'll see how I feel. Thank you for watching, and as a reward, you get to see this picture of my cat. See you next time.